Hi guys, thank you for your likes, share, and subscribes. Welcome back to Sunny Sunny Tarot. Today we're doing a reading on how do men perceive you and see you in terms of, the way they feel about you, they see you, they perceive you. It could be your friends, colleagues, or love interest. So how do men see you? That'll be interesting to see. I have two piles and we're going to be doing a rose petal reading today. All right, so pile number one is this blue apatite, right? And I have pine number two is this fool's gold square, so pyrite. All right, so I give you a couple of minutes and I'll meet you at your pile. All right, pine number one. If you chose this blue apatite, this is going to be a reading on how do men see you. So let's get started. So how do men see you? Pine number one. All right, very diverse. I'm getting that you're someone who likes to try a lot of new things, quite adventurous, but also very soft. You could be a Libra. You could have placements in Cancer. Yes, there is a soft feminine feeling about you. Also almost romantic, a little bit nostalgic, and melancholia, which is quite attractive. But when people or men see you, they feel this, there is more behind, not the mask, but behind what you portray here. Pile number one, it's like there is more layers in the background. They can feel that. It's very intriguing here, pile number one for men. I'm hearing that's one of your, maybe like your best qualities. People find you quite layered. There's a lot of, you're a multi-dimensional person. You have had a few wounds in your youth. Yeah, some of you might actually have a scar on your back, especially on your right shoulder. This could be for one of two of you. Of course, if it doesn't resonate, just let it go. This is a general reading. But yeah, some of you might have actually a scar from an accident. There's a lot of things that have unfolded in your life, pile number one, that were highly unexpected. Men see you as this person who has gone through almost a lot of deaths and rebirths in your life. You've seen a lot of things that other people have probably not experienced. There is something very sweet about you. Men want to protect you, even if it's family members or friends. There is a very protective feeling when they're around you. They want to hug you. There is this feeling that they want to show strength when they're around you. It's very, very masculine. You bring out a very masculine side in men. Some of you might have had your something that was really special to you and that was burnt down. Yeah, like a memory or something that was very important to you and it was burned down, unfortunately. This could be for some of you. I'm also getting that some of you could be a mother or want to be a mother. At least that's how they perceive you. Men perceive you as someone who could be a very great mother, maybe a little bit possessive, maybe could be a little bit overbearing, but definitely very sweet and nurturing. They see you as this person who could be a great mother or father, someone who's definitely very nurturing in terms of a parent. If you are a parent already, they see you as very nurturing as well. I also see that men perceive you as someone who has very beautiful skin. Some of you might have very beautiful golden brown, chocolate, very shiny skin, very, very beautiful. Um, Even if you have actually given birth, if you have given birth before, this could be a message for some of you. They find that very attractive, very beautiful, whatever birth marks you have or birth scars. Sometimes you like to stay alone, or you kind of go inside of yourself, very introspective. There's a very introspective side to yourself, and sometimes they don't understand that. They feel that there's a bit of a rejection from your side, but that's only because you need time to be alone. Um, it's also very attractive. It's a love-hate. They love that because it's attractive, but it's also something that they don't like because they feel that they don't have access to you. I'm also getting that some of you have had a baby recently, so congratulations if you did. A baby boy or baby girl, but definitely a very sweet little one. Yes, and you're quite protective of the baby. How do men perceive you, pine number one? They see you as very elegant. You might like to dress up, actually on a quite a regular basis, not necessarily just for the night. Um, some of you actually have twin flames or soulmates or believe in that kind of stuff, and they find that quite attractive. They see you as someone who is very pure and innocent. Some of you are quite self-conscious about the way some part of your body look, and men actually like that. That's one thing I'm hearing, is that you perceive that as being ugly, but I actually love that part of yourself. I feel heartbrokenness. So some of you have just had some heartbreak recently, maybe have left a relationship that you actually didn't want to leave, but you felt that you had to. You had to walk away. Yeah, I'm feeling that some of you are heartbroken, and men can perceive that, men around you. Um, yeah, they can feel your pain. I'm getting that that's a lot of you actually in this pile are the firstborn of your family, and you have siblings that you love to spend time with, or you have taken the time to take care of when you were younger. I'm feeling here, pie number one, that you've had a lot of hardships, especially in your either in your teenage year or young adult year. So around that time, you've had a lot of hardships. Some of you, very few, I would say, also have had some kind of abuse. Yeah, physical abuse. Yeah, there has been hurt around those years, teenage years or young adults. Yes, and this has actually put a hole in your heart. So I'm really sorry to hear that. And men actually can perceive that. But pile number one, it's actually part of your beauty. That's what I'm hearing. It's part of the beauty and the uniqueness that you are. And It's part of the things that make you quite attractive, because you have become quite complex and quite advanced and even more spiritual because of that. All right, so what else? Let's see. Line number 1, how do men perceive you? You have this very, very little person around, like a cute side that people, the men really enjoy wanting to protect. I already said that, but they feel that very strongly here. I'm seeing almost like how would I say, like an immature side, not an immature, but something very childlike, very naive, a side of you that's very, very naive, very youthful, very sweet. That's what I'm hearing. Very, very sweet. You don't show it because you've had some scars. I'm hearing that a lot of you actually don't show it, only to the ones you're very close to. But a lot of men actually can see through that that front that you put. I'm also getting that men feel that you are quite brainy. You like to read. I'm also getting that you like to research. If you don't like necessarily to be in terms of reading, in terms of academics, you could be doing a lot of research online and looking up subjects that you truly enjoy. Some of them are actually intimidated by your knowledge on certain specific subjects. There's a lot of layers to you for sure, pie number 1. That's very attractive and at the same time quite intimidating. It's like some of them feel that they can't get to you, they're not good enough for you. But I'm hearing from spirit, there are people who are in your same vibration, so don't take it in a personal way. It actually makes sense when you meet people who are in the same frequency as you. You actually can share the same kind of knowledge and have the same type of discussions, and they don't feel intimidated by you. Don't run after people who are not giving you the time of their day. A lot of them are actually very insecure around you, by number 1. Yeah, a lot of them feel almost broken or, again, not good enough. It's like they're half of a person when you're around. They feel that you're a full person and they feel that they are half of a person, but don't pay attention to that kind of things. Pie number 1. There are people who are at your level and who enjoy your conversation. There is something about your smell here, by number 1. Something very unique about your smell. Very enticing, very seductive smell. Yes, men find that very attractive. So if you spend the night with a man, they find the smell really delicious in the morning when they smell that on in their sheets or on their pillows. When you leave that trail, that scent. Some of you, it might not even be perfume, it's just your natural smell. You feel that some of the things you've done in your life have been a complete failure. I'm getting point number 1, that men see that you have had a couple of experiences that you felt just, you wish you actually never lived through them. However, they were part of your path. They were part of your spiritual path, your growth. They were quite inevitable on your journey. Yes, some men actually perceive that about you. Oh, I'm hearing that some of you have this very beautiful um, red hair, very nice red hair, copper or any kind of shade of burgundy red, and men find that really beautiful, especially if you have very soft red hair. Yeah. And some of you are very tiny and they find that very attractive. Tiny in terms of small, short. And again, I'm getting that you like to stay alone once in a while. There's a very strong mysterious side. It's just they don't know what you're doing when you're not around them, and they feel like they want to kind of try to catch you or understand what you're doing. When you take that off time, they want to know what you're doing. There's a lot of mental thoughts around what you're doing when you're not around those men. I'm also getting that a lot of them want to taste your skin, kiss you, hug you, kiss you. Yeah, I have the kissing or tasting. Yeah, taste your skin. Yes, and they also feel they perceive you as someone who's very nurturing, who you have your arms open to them. When they're going through trouble, you always have your arms open to them. You're not someone who let them down easily. And sometimes they feel that they don't reciprocate. Some of you may attract older men, mature men, very much actually. Some of you may attract people who are 10 years or older than you, very attracted to you. They feel that some of them at least, they feel that you're the one who got away, or they wish they could have had chance with you. You have a very unique look and very unique style. Um, I feel that it's some of you. It's inspired by European style. European, I'm getting. So it could be French or maybe Russian, Eastern European, or French, or even Spanish. Very European style. Very romantic kind of look. Some of you like to braid your hair. Some of you like to put flowers on your hair. They find that really attractive. I'm also hearing that some of you like to watch vampire movies. Yeah, some of you are very much into vampire movies. And you might actually watch with your love interest or the man around you. You might have watched a vampire movie recently. Some of them want to have clarity about you. It's a mystery again. Point number one, I'm hearing that you have a lot of admirers that actually are stalking you. They want to know who you truly are. Like, are you actually the person that you would portray on social media? There's a lot of clarity that is not easily to get from you here. Point number one. Yes, you have a lot of admirers that are following you or trying to get to know you a little bit more. And I'm also getting that some of you like to go watch birds in the forests, do bird watching. This could actually resonate with a couple of you. All right, so that's all I have for you, pile number one. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I'll see you at your next reading. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome back to your reading. So if you chose this beautiful pyrite square, this is going to be your reading on how do men perceive you, how do men see you and perceive you. So, all right, pile number 2. Did I call you pile number 1? I meant pile number 2. Okay, so first of all, I found this, which was not supposed to be here. So pile number 2, you are someone who is quite unexpected. Some of you, some of the men around you did not expect to fall in love with you, to be attracted to you, or have any kind of feelings around you, but they're getting emotions, very strong emotions, deep emotions about you that were actually quite unexpected. I'm also getting that you provide a lot of ego boost to men around you that was quite unexpected to them. All right, so let's take a look. Pile number 2. All right, I'm hearing that some of you can be dancers, ballet dancers, or any kind of dancers. You like to dance. There is a certain flow about you. Even if you don't dance, when you move, your movements are quite graceful. Men perceive that about you. Even if you don't see it, I'm getting that a lot of you actually don't see it. But men around you perceive that about you, that you're very graceful. You have men perceive you as someone who is quite secretive. You might have actually a lot of secrets from your childhood or early adulthood that you don't share with everybody. Yes, it's really important for you to keep them. You probably only share with a few people that you truly trust. They also perceive you as very delicate, somewhat soft, somewhat feminine, but definitely delicate. Yes, very delicate, almost fragile, but it's only for some of you, it's only a front. It's not actual truth. When they get to know you, they feel the strength. But some of you are very delicate. I'm also getting pine number 2 that you sometimes pretend not to care about men around you, and that's a little bit frustrating. They have to kind of retract if they were trying to make advances on you. Frustration, yes. I'm getting that you are creating some frustration from the people who are attracted to you, men who are attracted to you. You are hard to catch, definitely hard to catch. And some of them, you actually perceive them as quite toxic. I have a couple of here that you actually see, at least one for sure. You see them as very toxic. You just don't want to, be around this person. You might have blocked this person. At least one, yeah. And I also get that you are, they see you almost as the magician. You might be a very great manifester in your life, or you might work with the law of attraction or do witchcraft or some kind of spell work. At least they feel that, some of them actually feel that you have some kind of spell, love spell on them. You're very strange. That's what I'm hearing. Very, very strange. For some of you, you are very strange in the way you behave or the way you you take care of yourself. There's something very strange. You might have some kind of rituals. People are not used to the way you nurture yourself or self-care. Some kind of rituals that are quite unusual. Yeah, I have some very spiritual people here, high priestess feeling here. Actually, men find that very attractive. And even if they don't see it or they don't know about it, they have a feeling. It's very mysterious and almost edgy, I would say. Very edgy. Very edgy. Some of you are very edgy, very stylish, very mysterious again. Yes, I'm also getting that there has been a recent, for some of you at least, there has been a recent event that really hurt you very deeply, very deeply. It comes from, I'm getting it's related to a man actually around you. It doesn't have to be a love interest, but someone, yes, a masculine has hurt you very deeply, either with the words they were saying or their actions. You're still holding on to that pain and you should be letting go of it, but you feeling that there is a way for you to repair this. Some of you are very clear on where you want to go, and that's very attractive to men. They perceive that about you, very goal oriented. You have objectives. It's very attractive, very attractive to the men around you. They perceive that about you. It makes them want to come your way or try to get with you. Yes. In this bio, you might have a twin who has a broken heart, I'm hearing. This person might have been in another situationship or relationship and has a broken heart. I'm also getting that some of you like to go watch theaters or ballet. You like to go entertain yourself in that way. You like to go with your friends or family or just with a love interest. Yes, some men know that about you and they find that very creative about you. It's not the usual movies kind of girl or woman or person or man. You're not like that. You're very cultured. That's what I'm hearing. Very cultured. Yeah, some of you really like to go watch plays at theaters. Wow, I'm getting that something very complicated happened in your life here by number 2. Very complex. And actually, some of you keep it as a secret, but you do open up about it to your friends or maybe to a therapist. But something very quite complex. You're still quite unsure what was the purpose of this experience or the meaning, or you're still not understanding all the layers or all the things that happened with that experience, but very complex experience that happened to you here by number 2. Pile number 2, I'm also getting that men see you as someone who has gone through many breakups, at least 2, that were very difficult for you to move away from. You could be a fixed sign, which is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. So you could be a fixed sign, someone who has trouble moving on from a breakup. Yes, that you actually spend a lot of time crying over an end of a relationship, which is normal as well, of course. Everybody grieve in a different way, but there's crying here, I'm getting. Some actually, men perceive you as you just cried the night before. It's very endearing. They find that very endearing and attractive. It sounds a little bit strange, I know, but they find that attractive about you. It's attractive to them. It's like it's very vulnerable. I'm also getting that some of you guys are actually living a very hectic kind of lifestyle. You don't have a routine, you don't have anything set, you don't have a 9 to 5 job, and you actually enjoy that. You're very much independent. You like that style because it keeps you excited about your life. And men actually perceive that to be quite enticing, especially the ones who have a certain routine. They're very attracted to that. Again, I'm getting that some of you have very deep secrets that are hard to unfold. Some of you might be in a court case right now, trying to fight against another man, actually, or a man here who is perceiving you as someone who might win the court case. So this could be for one of two of you guys. So if, of course, if it doesn't resonate, this is a general reading, right? Yeah, so I'm getting here that you are very much, they perceive you as someone who will win. Some of you are very attached to this situation, very attached to it. It's very hard for you. It could involve kids, could involve properties. Yeah. All right, let's move on. Pile number 2. How do men perceive you? How do men perceive you? Some of you might have been quite clingy when you were younger. You learned to let go. Again, we're talking about letting go. You learned to let go. Yeah, some of you, I'm getting that you felt quite clingy, like you were, a lot of you actually felt that you were in this relationship that are very runner and chaser kind of relationships. And men actually felt unfair. Yes, these men that you were in those kind of relationship, once you left the cycle, they felt that they were being unfair to you. They realize it afterwards. Some of you, I'm getting that they come back and try to get back with you, and you didn't want to. You decided to move on. But there is something very special about the way your lips look. At least for some of you, it's very dark lips, or beautiful color, or beautiful shape of your lips. Men love that about you, the lips. I'm also getting that they love that they can, they want to hug you from the back, I'm getting. Especially when you're in bed, they want to cuddle you from the back. I'm also getting that some of you here, especially if you're older women, they find that very attractive. Some men here are much younger than you. You are much older, and they find you super attractive. Or just a little bit older. You don't have to be much older, but they find that really hot, very sexy. Some of you are actually MILFs. Some of them feel that they will never get to your level here, pie number 2. Yeah. What else? Some of you might have children. I'm getting 2 children here. Might have 2 children. And you left your partner. Could still be with your partner, but I mean, you might have gotten a divorce. Pile number 2. How do men see you? There is something very dark about you. Like, as much as you seem very innocent at first, it's like it's something very dark that happened and they want to know more. It's also very sexually attractive to them. That dark side, which we all have, but they can perceive it very strongly. You might actually embrace your shadow side. They feel that you embrace your shadow side, and that's attractive to them. But again, I'm getting here, point number 2, that you have a tendency of maybe attracting toxic people because they're very, very attractive. You're very, very attractive, especially sexually, to men. And you might have been involved in toxic cycles, or you might have just attracted toxic people in your life. Some of you might have had multiple relationships with people who can't get over you, by number 2, who will never get over you. You are very much this graceful dancer. There's a flow about your movement, by number 2. Very flowy, very flowy. Pile number 2, I'm also getting that some of you have very dark skin, and men find that very graceful, very, very beautiful, very, what's the word? Very unique. Very unique. The way the skin is made with the darkness and the soft and the texture of your skin. The color and the texture I'm getting. I'm also getting that some of you had a grandma who liked to paint her lips very red. Yeah, a grandma. Yes, someone, yes, your grandma used to love to paint her lips with red lipstick. You admire that grandma? Someone that, it's a grandma that you were close to, or that you admired your whole life, even if you haven't met her. I'm getting that some of you have definitely right now 2 options in terms of a man interest, and you're unsure where to go. You're clearly unsure, you're not sure where to go, and it's because both are quite complicated paths. Quite complicated. Some of you have a fish pet. Yes, a fish. Could be a red fish. Men love that you're very protective over your pets. If you have pets, they love that. They find you very protective, very nurturing towards your pets. They love that a lot. Some of you are very feminine, like to dress in a very, very feminine way. Yes, very feminine. I'm also getting that your voice is very feminine as well. Yeah. It's very attractive to some of the men around you for sure. I'm also getting that here in your childhood, at least for a couple of you, you've had a difficult illness. Difficult illness that you had to go through. It could be related to your heart, but it could also be a physical, like a leg illness or something, an illness that you had to battle through childhood. But you are much better now. All right, so that's all I have for you, pile number 2. If you like this reading, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you at your next reading. Bye.